Happy birthday, my beautiful Librans, my neighbor. You know, you're my neighbor. Me being Virgo. You're also the sign of my beautiful sister who would be celebrating 1 year in heaven. And who's always with our readings. So, yeah. I think I'm going to dedicate this reading to her today, and her name's Tracy. I think you guys know her. You know, I feel like you all know her. You know, I feel like the things that happen in the background that I don't notice a lot of times, like I've seen, you know, if I've had problems with my videos and I've had to go back and watch parts of them, I've seen like my cards just like literally all flip the other direction, you know, for no reason. So, that's my sister. She's playing tricks on me. Okay, so, what do I need to tell you this month? First of all, I do want to put a little note out there that I am way behind on my personal readings. I've had to cancel office visits. I've had a little incident that put me out of commission. So if you see my hand, it looks a mess. It's fine now. But literally took me away from my work, and it is only me, you know. So it's making me realize that if I want to continue to grow the channel, you know, I may need to bring, well, it's not that I need to, I would want to, perhaps bring a few other readers in, some new readers. You know, I love introducing new artists, whether it's new songs, new books, you know, new readers. Please, you know, and if you're starting a new channel, feel free to, I don't know, like do a reading on me if you want, and I would be happy to share your video and help build your channel too. So just let me know. My birthday is September 13th, 1960. So if anybody wants that, okay? And again, even if you want to do a reading to potentially read on my channel, you know, it'd be a very, very short contract, and then you can do whatever you'd like. So, you know, just want to put that out into the universe. Okay, so today, Libra, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm concentrating in love. And it's just an overwhelming urge I had when I hit record. Because I never know what type of reading I'm going to do, or spread, I should say, until I hit record. I want the energy to feed me. And I felt love, 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 love. And I feel for Libra, for many of you, it has been very difficult. You know, you've had some tough breaks and met some challenging people. Definitely challenging people, I feel. But, you know, I do want to say to you that it's not for nothing. You know, even these tough relationships, there's something you learned. There's some reason that you were brought together with that other person. You know, and that's how you have to look at it. Your soul is on a journey of experience, wanting to experience, wanting to know what it wants, what it doesn't want. Or I should say, letting you know. So, don't regret. Don't regret, because you're standing where you are today because of it. And even if you feel you're in a bad place, you're not. You're where you're supposed to be. Okay. And I feel, you know, my point was, I feel that October is special in love. For everyone, but especially for Libra. Now, Part of it could be planetary action. That's not really what I'm basing it on. Let's see how my cards just went. Let's put them back. See if she does it again. Make sure they're firmly planted. There we go. They flip back again. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's going to be a great month for you guys. I really do. And I feel the past experiences, why I don't want you to regret them, is because I feel for many of you, it was in preparation for, you know, for what's coming. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull 3 cards. And then I will use the Crystal Vision. This is the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. And then I'm going to pull with the Crystal Vision, and I don't know who it's by. I apologize. I'm thinking of Colette. Colette. I should really keep my boxes in front of me. Okay. I have no clue why I'm shuffling again. But I am, so evidently I'm meant to. I'm going to stop talking for a second. Okay, let's see, Libra. Well, how do I love opening up with this card? Engagement. You know, the word is engagement, right? Doesn't have to be a physical proposal. Can, you know, what I feel like, whatever level you're at in love, you're about to transcend it. And I feel for many of you, that someone has come out and they're like allowing their emotions to flow much better. I almost feel like I have Virgo energy with that hard shell type of, you know, you got to get through my hard shell. And then it's just gooey love. And it feels like someone coming out of that shell. It's like an awareness of their own actions. It feels like it's, you know, for some, this is someone coming back. This is someone coming back with an apology. And you're definitely giving them your ear. You're definitely listening. You know, and the ring is on her finger. It's hard to see, but... So she says yes. You know, if there's some of you out there thinking of proposing to someone, I feel like here's your answer. They say yes. They, you know, if you need to apologize, they accept your apology. It's quite beautiful. Wow, getting a lot from that one card. You know, for some of you, this could definitely be like, you know, past life energy. because all of a sudden I'm feeling like I have been thrown back in time. Now, how I get my messages, Libra, is through pictures in my mind. Many times I feel that I'm there. You know, I'm experiencing it. Maybe that's why I love doing readings so much. You know, I can sit in my room yet travel the world at the same time. But this is a yes. And I almost want to say, how could it be anything else? Especially for those with a past life connection. Beautiful. Okay, just going to take the next one. Romantic feelings. Beautiful. Now, I wasn't going to stop at each card, but for some reason, each card's pulling me in right away. And, you know, Libra, you sensual beings. You know, what I'm feeling in this card is that some of you have recognized the boundaries that you put up for yourself, the limitations you put in front of you. You know, and it feels like some of it is regarding your sexuality. Now, we can take that in many different ways. But it's like I'm coming, not to terms, because it's quite the opposite. It's like I'm coming alive within my sensuality, my sexuality. I'm coming alive. But I'm coming alive because, again, I am freeing myself from all these blocks and old beliefs that people keep putting in my mind and have put in my mind for life after life after life. And how could I not believe, you know, that feeling good is okay, is actually good for us. You know, I feel divine love within here too. And you know what I'm feeling is literally there's some Libras out there who are putting down your walls. You are not worrying about, again, those old beliefs, and you're living for right now. And I feel that what you're finding, what you will find, is passion along this journey. It's like you're allowing passion to come out of its box now. You know, I kept it in a box. Beautiful. Okay, well, religious factors. You know, it's funny because this religious factors fits perfectly, actually, with all the cards. Not so much for face value, but what I feel, you know, like I'm definitely feeling within the engagement card, spiritual awakening. Seeing one's patterns, seeing one's choices that then became their path. But now the understanding of it. You know, it's like Libra as a collective went into hermit mode. Maybe for the month of September, you took on Virgo energy, you know, and you went into hermit mode. Because I feel, what I'm feeling is like an uprising of Libras with this newfound clarity, this newfound spirituality, and this new freedom about you. The things that worried me, I clearly can see now, they were so minute. They don't mean anything. Maybe at the moment. But this is like, I know I'm getting away from love in a way, but in a way I'm not, because it's like, there's, you know, whether it was your partner or you, it's like you're learning to love yourself on a soul level, though. And it's like these epiphanies are coming to you. Almost like showing you old patterns, old beliefs, but like being gentle with you, as in not making you experience them again. Just, it's just like, I don't know, it's like your higher self, like, you know, coming in for a minute and saying, I'm taking over for the month of September. Because something big is coming in October. And I want you ready. You know? It's soul talk. It's higher self talking you through. Wow. You know, with the religious card, you're definitely on a spiritual path. And the card itself talks about your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing. Well, you know, that would certainly talk about your sexuality, right? When I was talking earlier about those limited beliefs. You know, I feel that's what it's talking about here. But again, it's like I get this epiphany, spiritual download, or an explosion of information. And I'm seeing the world different. Quite beautiful. Well, you know, I'm not sure what to say here, because I wasn't going to turn the deck around, because I don't normally do that when I use the romance angels, but I did. So, for some of you, it's just clearing that energy. You know, it can be about a particular person that you've been hanging on to, and you know they're not respecting you. You know they're not honoring you. And it's within your lower energy that you're accepting it and you're allowing it to continue. But your higher self would tell you to walk away. You deserve better. There is better. It's not even that you deserve better, there just is better. And I feel for some of you, this is like releasing the energy of, again, like regret of the past. You know, this could talk about when we look for our partners, our next partner, that we're very careful to remember the things that we don't want. And then maybe allow ourselves to be open to what this new person brings. So when you get this card, there's a reason. You know, it's almost like the tower. Yet the tower hangs around because of your energy. Look what's underneath that, calling in your soulmate. Look at that. It's like, my ex. You know, my ex. I love him so much. I love her so much. But she hasn't called me in a month. I can't remember the last nice thing this person said to me. But oh my God, I can't let go of it. And all the time, what's behind you? what's waiting, what you've been asking for, is your soulmate. But because you cannot release this energy, you don't get to feel it. And you're certainly not going to see it. So it was almost like Spirit saying, you have to put the effort in. You have to look at it for what it is. And look at it from your soul. Because your soul would tell you, I just needed to learn something. And then I just need to let it go and not keep putting excuses in my way. Because what is meant to be will be. So let them go. Let them be free. And that frees you. And I know that if it's meant to be, they will come back. But in the meantime, perhaps your soulmate walks in the door. So we don't want to be in this type of energy. Look at that. Gotta let go of control. You know, what is, is. What was, was. What will be, will be. There's only one thing we can truly control, and that's our reaction. It's the energy that we put out into the universe. Universe. Did I say universe? That was weird. I felt like it was somebody else talking through me. That was weird. I have never had that. I'm open to it, but I've never had it as in someone literally, you know, spirit literally taking complete control over me like that. But who knows? Anyway, I have got to go with the flow. Like, me hanging on to this energy is hurting me so much. It's keeping me down here when I'm meant to fly. Reminds me of a saying, you know, but what if I fall? But oh my darling, what if you fly? Something like that. It's a beautiful saying. So instead of worrying about falling, know that you're going to fly. Okay, wow, this is taking a different twist than I expected. Wow, okay. It's feeling spiritual, in nature. I was like, why do I have this card out? Because it was your underlying energy. It was your underlying energy. I'm going to put it back here, though, because this is going to become part of your past. Or this is my goal in this reading today. Okay. So we're going to take 3 cards on each card. And we'll just let it go from there. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to start with the card engagement. And again, many different messages in that card. Two Swords. Well, that makes sense. I have to make a decision here. Chariot. Quite beautiful. Especially following the Two Swords. Well, there's your yes. You know, engagement-wise, this can certainly be, you know, I have Cancer and, or let's just say water and earth. So for many of you, this is someone proposing to you. Because I have you here at the Two of Swords needing to make that decision. You need to figure out if it's the right move for me. And I feel that she's blindfolded herself because she doesn't trust her mind to make this decision. She feels like she's made many wrong decisions in the past. And again, it's almost like she went into hermit mode. This can be male also, okay? But this is you. All of you. Well, where this scenario fits. So she doesn't trust herself to make a logical decision, right? Because I feel like she's blindfolded herself. Her decision is definitely regarding love. Covering her heart, crossing her heart. And it's like the illumination around her. Even though, you know, for some reason, I feel this shadow is like a long time coming. You know, like instead of a shadow, and it is a shadow, it feels like an indentation. You know, like this crow's been sitting here, wings out, waiting. But he's in flight. And this illumination that's around you, even though you can't see it, you know where your answers come from now. And even with the Two Swords, it's like, you know, the card talks about not, or sometimes pretending that there's not a problem. I don't feel that here. I feel I am keeping myself here till I have clarity. Because I don't trust my mind. And I'm looking at the illumination on the swords. The tip, we have an illumination, right? And this one, it's almost there. So I feel like it's saying, you're almost back in balance. And maybe just making the decision put you where you need to be because you have the clarity now. You know, you have the wisdom. You have lifetimes of wisdom within your inner being. And I feel like you're drawing on that now. And the Chariot shows up. His chariot can represent many different things. Certainly represent a person showing up. But what we have to remember about the Chariot is this is through our own willpower, our own inner work. You know, and I think we should take the word work out of it, because it's not work. It's inner knowledge, seeking knowledge, learning. And it's exciting, actually, I find. So you brought this Chariot to you. And I'm looking at the lady in the Chariot looking back at you. Both versions of you. You know, that's how I look at a reading, is like, you know, these are versions of you along this journey. You know, and listen, this Chariot, it went through hell and high water to come back to you. You know, I can see the storm. I can see what felt like destruction at the time. For some of you, this could certainly be the energy of Mother Nature. And, you know, what many have gone through. But I feel like this is a ray of sunshine for those. And, you know, just a quick message, but if you have gone through the, you know, the hurricanes, the fires, anything like that, I definitely feel like this is saying that, number one, sunnier days are ahead, better days are ahead. But I also feel there's a message here that if you are able, you need to be very proactive for yourself and your family. If you are able. I feel like what Spirit is saying here is I have to find a way to take care of my family, myself. Because, you know, this could certainly be things moving too slowly. But it does get better. Okay, that was, you know, little message that had to come out. You know, if you're watching, we love you. We love you. And leave a note, you know. Leave us a note. Let us know. Let us know what's going on. So this Ace of Pentacles has been here waiting. You're like dangling in the universe. Just waiting. Waiting for this clarity. The balance. The willpower. And I definitely feel the Ace is also a new beginning. You know, the coming back around of. All right. Let me just draw a couple more cards on that. All right. Let's tell us more about this engagement. Two of Swords in the Chariot and Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. More clarity, please. More clarity. You know, I'm noticing that the pink in the cards, which to me is healing, right? And it's so weird, I just noticed this for the first time. What she's dressed in is all pink. Her wings are pink. So, you know, it feels like whatever happened needed to happen. Again, we let go of the regret of it. But this makes you go, it's like it made you go within yourself. And through that, here's this beautiful healing. And listen, you know, when you can heal yourself, and it is your job to heal yourself, so to speak, you open up a whole new world. You literally open up a whole new world for yourself. Okay. So, healing, definitely. You know, there's our purpose. This is why we needed to go through certain things, patterns. Look at that. So I have the Eight of Pentacles with the Three Swords and the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles. And I'm clarifying the Two Swords, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. So for many of you, making that decision and making that change, because there's healing here. And moving in a new direction. Even if it's someone from the past, this is a new way of being. A new way of being with each other. Beautiful potential. But I feel that potential has been there, like dangling. But we needed to get ourselves ready. Hence the past. So I have the Eight of Pentacles. So it's telling me that, you know, this clarity may have felt like hard work. You know, I can understand that. Because again, I feel like you had to, or you will, put in whatever work is required. It's almost like you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you receive clarity of, how do I get there? And you know that it's going to be hard. But it's hard work that is, again, I said work, and I don't mean work. Effort. To clear my energy, for some of you. Been a lot of hard work clearing your energy to release this X. But I feel Spirit's trying to show you something within this reading, as in his energy is much easier to let go of than you are allowing yourself to believe. Because your soul knows that. It's your mind. It's a human condition that puts the block there. So, you know, heartache doesn't last forever. It only lasts forever when we concentrate on it. And that's all we do is think about it. It's us then who refuses to let it go. And it's weird because I'm feeling like one of these swords, the sword in the middle, is like from your guardian angel. Not as in painful, but as in shocking you out of this. You know? Like taking over the heart. Because it is the strongest there. I don't know. This is definitely divine help. Divine energy, like flowing through you. And there's a purpose. It's to really snap you out of this. Because, again, you have the Ace of Pentacles. And just real quick, you know, this can tie back to a couple of different things. You know, someone coming back. And maybe the hurt was, you know, well, you're still hanging on to it at this point. Or you were. But they had the clarity. And I feel like it's Knight of Swords. I feel like it's them coming back around. I don't feel any energy as in, is it an air, earth? I don't feel that. I'm feeling it is a person who is coming in with clarity. And you start new. It's like a new opportunity. It's beautiful. And for a few of you, it's simply Spirit telling you that, you know, your love lives are going to ascend to the next level. Once you have the clarity you need, you have to at least be seeking it. You don't have to know it, but you want to be seeking it. You want to be on that path. Okay, wow. Well, that took much longer than I expected. I'm okay with that. But, wow. Okay, I'm going to give this a couple shuffles. You know, for a few of you, it could be, you know, you may already be engaged, and there could be a, I don't want to say an argument, but a difference of opinions. Like one wants to get married in a church, and the other wants to get married, like, out in, I don't know, it looks like, you know, like a beautiful pasture or beach, you know, outside. Let's put it that way. And I feel that, I kind of feel like the church is going to win out. Whoever wants to get married in church, I feel like you do. But then I kind of feel like maybe you're doing your reception outdoors. So it's the best of both worlds, so to speak. So to speak. But I do feel everyone is, will be on board with that. I see a lot of white and red, too, at this wedding, at this reception, like roses and, boy, I'm so terrible naming flowers, especially under pressure. What are they? I don't know what they are, but I stopped thinking about them. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at this. 8 of Wands. The Knight of Swords again. 2 Cups. And I have this on romantic feelings. So, you know, this card, romantic feelings, is really about the beginning of a relationship. When we first start having those, you know. Sorry, just moving around. I have some bruises down there too, so I'm a little sore. But yeah, the beginning of a relationship. Again, Libra, it's like with this Knight of Swords right below it, I almost feel like this is Libra manifesting. Because I have the 8 of Wands mirroring the 2 Cups. And I feel what this is telling me is that this relationship will be a very fast-moving type of energy. And I feel for some of you, you're wondering, do I put the effort in? Not even the effort. Do I allow myself to feel what I'm feeling? You know, the 8 of Wands could be having a lot of, certainly offers, but I feel more that it's like a lot of things coming at you quickly. You know, but thoughts. Like, you know, like, holy shit, what do I do? I don't know. You know, like, oh my God, you know, they want me to meet their parents. Like, holy shit, I don't know. What do I do? You know, that's what it feels like. You know, like, oh my God, they want me to meet their best friends. Holy crap. You know, am I prepared for that? And I feel the 2 Cups over here, it's saying, oh yeah, you're prepared. Yeah, you've been waiting all your life. That's how prepared you are. And let me tell you, I feel like the let go control issues needs to be right here. And I also feel this card of calling in your soulmate. Bam. Here it is. Now, for some of you, you do have another air sign. It is another air sign. I mean, you know, this is the Knight of Swords. You showed up twice. And I have to tell you, where he's at right now, this horse is looking at me like, I need you to see us. Like, I need you to spend a moment within us. So let me do that. You know, and the first thing I saw was the illumination right there on the tip of his wings. And the first thing that came to mind was that 2 of Swords and the illumination on the swords. And, you know, I have one wing that is completely illuminated. And the other, with the lights surrounding, it's like on its way. So I feel like this has not happened, like, for some of you. So be prepared, because this feels beautiful. Again, you'll have all those butterflies, you know? I mean, just like when you're a teenager, you're going to have it all. And how beautiful is that? Man. that wants me to make sure that I have none of this energy. Because this is what I want to experience, not this. Maybe we'll just turn that around now. Because I do feel that you do move beyond that. And, you know, in one way, again, this is you. And love is surrounding you here. You're calling in that soulmate. You know, and it just feels like a very fast-moving relationship. You know, and, you know, it's like I want you to enjoy every moment of it. And maybe that's why Spirit wants you to know that. Like, to enjoy it. Like, enjoy it. Every moment. Don't rush it. Just let things unfold naturally. It's very divine. There's nothing you need to do except be at your best. You know, come from your higher self. So this person comes from their higher self. And that's it. And that doesn't mean be perfect. It's weird. It's just like, I need to get that across. This is not saying I need to be perfect. Not at all. Be who you are. Matter of fact, maybe that's it. You need to be your unique self. And through your unique self, you're perfect to divine. You're perfect anyway. But as humans, you know, we're flawed. We're meant to be. Anyway. Alright, Spirit, I got the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Cups. A little bit more clarification there. Or any more stories. Any more. Whoa, too much. Damn it, I feel like I have to take them. I feel like they need to tell a story. So I'm taking them. The Devil. Energy of Capricorn. Look at that. The Empress. King of Cups. Well, I love the Empress and the King of Cups together. Just not sure why the Devil's here yet. The Eight of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Temperance. Jeez. The Page of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. I hope you guys can... I know these cards are smaller. I really love these cards, but I do wish... Well, I mean, I love the way they feel in my hand. I love this deck in my hand, too. But they don't... You know, I want you to really be able to see them at the same time. And I had the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant. Well, do I love these two cards together? Especially with the Eight of Swords coming out first. Because I do feel like this is talking about those old belief systems that you have. And, you know, maybe it's around religion. But I feel like this is... It's almost like divine saying, let it all go. You know, like, don't be so strict on yourself. Don't think we're going to punish you for every little thing you do. Like, just let it go. We want you to have joy on this earth. Stop tying yourself up like this. But every time you do, we'll come in and save you. But it's like, cut it out. I don't know why I feel like saying it. It's like, cut it out. You know, I'm looking at his fingers. You know, he's got his, like that. It's almost like he's cutting it. He's cutting this string. He's cutting this ribbon away from you. It's like a freedom. But I definitely feel like it's talking about these old beliefs, you know, which is up here with the religious factors. And I feel like we talked about it earlier. This reading's taking me forward very quickly. So when that happens, sometimes I forget what was earlier. Beautiful here. All right, I have the devil as our opening message for this Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Two Cups. That's weird how I pushed each one up to a different card. Might be another story there. Okay. So the devil attached to the Ace of Cups. You know, what's mirroring the devil is the Eight of Cups. My desire to walk away. I can be walking away from many different things here. But, you know, in this image, the way the cups are, they're like just kind of thrown everywhere, right? You know, it's like a disregard for. Where in many decks, the cups are still standing, and it represents things that we've built. But it almost feels like whatever I built came down, so to speak, and I now have that, I need to move out of this energy. For some of you, you know, attached to the devil, it could certainly be talking about, especially with the Ace of Cups down here, it could be certainly talking about someone who was overindulging, maybe. But the desire to end that, you know, and with the Empress and the King of Cups, I definitely feel like you are, and whoever this is has ended it. You know, I feel like this Empress, I definitely feel it's a romantic partner for some, but I also feel for those I was just talking about where you're walking away from some type of temptation, right? Because it has done some destruction in your life. Like, I see it. And you know it. You know, like things are so far from the way that you thought that they would be. And it is regarding something that's like had a hold on you. Like it's had a hold on you. But I feel like the Empress is, especially with the Ace of Cups, she's someone who helps. Well, you know, for some of you, it could certainly be your mother. Like, you know, it's my mother who puts this type of, or has put these type of blocks in my head, you know? But nonetheless, it's like, I'm done with that. You know, my mother and father. You know, my mother and father divorced. And because of their divorce as a child, right, with the Ace of Cups, it's like, beginning, my cup is still floweth over. I haven't been affected by everything in life. This is where I learned how to love from my parents. And with the devil energy here, I may have had one parent who was an alcoholic. You know, I may have had a parent who held back their emotions, which made me feel not good enough. And it's hard to overcome that. And I feel like, but you are. You know, all of a sudden I'm seeing each cup as like I had it in my hand. I looked at what was in it. And I did it with a purpose. I want to see what this cup tells me of what I'm holding on to emotionally that is holding me back. You know, it's like I'm living someone else's life because I was taught this as a child. But I'm not that person. Like, you know, it's like an awakening. You know, and this could very well be why the Hierophant is here again. You know, it's awakening of, I'm not that person. Like, you know, like, my whole life I've played this victim because my parents got divorced or my dad was an alcoholic. And you know what? That was their journey. That's not my journey. I chose them as my parents. So why would I do that? Why would I choose them as my parents if one shows me no emotion and the other one is over there drinking? Maybe that's why you chose them. Maybe you wanted that challenge for your soul. And this Eight of Cups is you realizing that now. Maybe you become such a beautiful person. And Libra, you are such a beautiful, you're such beautiful people. And if anybody puts like, fuck Libra and all that on comments, they're gone. You know, I've had that in a couple other videos, and come on. Like every Virgo in the world is a piece of shit because of a Virgo before. Let's not go there anymore. Let's not be like that. Let's come from our higher selves. And I feel that's what the Eight of Cups is saying. You are coming from your higher self now. Or you have the ability to look at it and really put it to bed. Put it to rest forever. For some of you, I feel like God is saying, I am here. I am going to help you. And we're moving you out of this together. Together. Well, let me tell you what happens when you do that. You have more opportunities show up in your path. You have love. The kind of love you've been waiting for. Manifest on your path. You have balance in your life again. You may have never even felt this type of balance before. Because it's a balance within your emotional world. And it's hard to get balance in an emotional world, right? We are an emotional world. But this is balance. And I feel like Spirit's telling me, no wonder they wanted me to pull this message. Because I feel like Spirit's telling me, for all of you, is every single thing that you're waiting for here, it's all in perfect timing. You can try to rush it, but you can't. You can move it along by moving your energy along. And that's what Spirit's saying. You know, I need to look at these 8 cups and I need to see what they represent to me, because these cups somehow are holding me back. Maybe it's things that I'm not letting go of. But I have a whole new way of looking things now. And I'm looking, I have the 8 of Cups, and she's heading to this 2 of Cups. Hello. She's heading right to it. And with the King of Cups right next to her, she's ready. She is going to be the best in love. She's going to be the best lover, the best wife, the best husband. Very compassionate. This is someone who now, you know, someone brings up your past, you'd be like, wait, why are you bringing that up? Like, is there a reason? Do we need to bring it up? Because I'm in a different headspace. And I don't need to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of energy, like, that's gone. All I can tell you here is whatever has happened in the past, it was meant to happen. Because it really, Libra, is taking you, my God, in a whole new different direction. This is even if you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like this is separate, connected, but separate. And it's showing me, if I take the time to really look at that cup, see what my lesson was. Is there a pattern in there? Am I loving, you know, am I attracting people the wrong way because of the way my parents were, the way I thought love was supposed to be? Okay, yes, I am. I can see that. I can change it. Throw that cup away. I learned that lesson. I don't need it anymore. And that's exactly what she did. And now she's heading to a beautiful soulmate love. You know, maybe this is the driving force behind this whole reading. You know, is these soulmates coming in and knowing that there's things that we need to, not even know, it's like this feeling that, man, I got to get ready. But I got to get ready on an internal level. Because remember, like, this wasn't seen. Right? It wasn't seen. It was covered up by this heavy, heavy energy. And I won't go back into who these people are that we're hanging on to so damn tightly. Because chances are they're not your soulmate. Because a soulmate is not going to put you in that state. Now, that doesn't mean that they won't hurt you. You know, that because they're human. But what I'm saying is, for many of you, you know, or all you need to do is turn around and look at those cups that you're crying over and ask yourself why. What have they done for me lately? You know, get selfish. Get selfish. Whew. Okay. So, this is telling me, again, once I'm looking at those cups and bam, they're gone, I'm able to give my love in probably a way that I've never been able to do before. I'm not worried about whether someone's going to cheat. Yeah, because let's face it, if they cheat, they cheat. It's the end. I move on. I don't need to overthink this so much. I'm coming in with an open heart. And because I have this open heart, I have this energy, this is what I'm bringing to me. Now, I feel like with this Two of Cups, I feel like there is this partner, right? Male or female, same sex, it does not matter. But there's this soulmate out there doing the same thing. You know, because I'm like, you know, for seconds, like they're in a bathtub. They're cleansing their aura. They're cleansing. They're preparing, right? That's exactly what they're doing here. They're preparing. It's like a ritual. It's like the soulmate ritual. That is so weird. Not weird, it's beautiful. But that's what you're doing here. And listen, there's two people in that, you know, metaphorically bathtub that are cleansing. I've never felt this card in this way. Like, I feel like I am being stripped of all my boundaries. There are none. My God, Libra. You are going to be so deeply, deeply in love. Wow. And I got to remind you, this has all been within divine timing, not our timing. And maybe that's something else the Hierophant wants to let us know. We got to stop expecting it when we want it, because with the anxiety that we have, we're just going to get what we want. But it doesn't have the energy of a soulmate. So if I'm lonely and I just want someone, I'm lonely, I want someone, well, someone will come in. But it won't be really what you're looking for. So remember that. Hierophant wants you just to let it go. This has all been part of divine timing. You know? You know, I have beautiful offers of love. I have 4 beautiful offers of love. Beautiful. Okay. Wow. You know, I don't know, guys. I feel like that was more than just off these cards, to be honest with you. I just feel like this is something that was beyond that. Does that make sense? Wish you guys could answer me back. Like, knock on my... Yep, that makes sense. Okay. You know, honestly, I don't even think I'm going to do religious factors, because I know what that is. You know, and it's been talked about quite a few times. I think really what I want to do is go right to the soulmate energy. Because I feel like whatever messages remain are in this card. You know, Libra, I'm just feeling so much energy right now as I'm shuffling the cards, you know. I'm feeling there's a few, and this has nothing to do with this, I don't think. Just feel like a few of you are really suffering. And it may not be, you know, like a mental type of suffering. It could be, I don't know. But I have to tell you to hang in there. That this too shall pass. And it's important that you know that. And that's not coming from me, so to speak. This too shall pass. And that is a promise. That is a promise. Oh my God, I get goosebumps everywhere. It's a promise. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Whew. Okay. Sorry, I gotta do 2 more. Wow, sorry it just got so quiet there. It's like everything just went in slow-mo for me. Look at this. The 2 swords. The 8 of swords. Now in reverse. Now, again, you guys know I don't reverse my cards, right? So if somehow, some way they show up in reverse, they're meant to. And I'm not putting people down who do reversals. I mean, I don't care. You know, each should do their own thing. But I personally just don't, I don't put reversals in, ever. So, I love this. Because this is you freeing yourself. It's you making this decision. And you're free. And I don't just mean free from a person. I mean you are free from an old way of being. Wow. How did you get there, though? Why the 9 of Wands? It wasn't easy. It was not fucking easy. But I stayed focused on what I want and not what I don't have. I am forward looking. I'm not looking back. I'm focused on freeing myself. And I did it. I did it. Isn't that beautiful? I did it. You know, and it's like divine is saying, hey, Libra, we know it has not been easy. But it is chocked full of lessons. Lessons learned. Soul growth. And look at you. You freed yourself. It's like I'm like your mother right now. I'm so proud. That's how I feel. I feel so proud. Then let's look over this side. And I have no clue why I did the cards this way. You guys must think I'm crazy, right? She never has a clue what she's doing. It's not quite like that. It's an organized chaos at the Lovers. So let's think about the Lovers for a second. relating to calling in my soulmate. And by the way, calling in my soulmate, it's telling me the divine is saying, we hear you and we're working on it. As long as you're working on it. You know, this is not a world of magic. It is a world of lessons. So as long as you're working on it, we're working on it. Because the Lovers can be a mind over heart type of, or head over heart type of decision. And you know, I do have the Tower, which is, well, the way I laid the cards is central. So it's like something had to end. There was no choice in the matter. It had to end. It was destructive in my life. I mean, it was emotional. It was anger. It was, you name it. You name the emotion, I felt it. You know, it's like, God, you know, again, I guess I shouldn't keep turning this card over because I feel like for some of you, it's exactly what the Tower is. And the Tower is showing you, and I want you to really look at this. Look at the water and the red and the fire. You know, I feel like that represents your emotions, like what you have been through. And we can say that this other person has put us through this, right? But did we not do it ourselves? Because we can't control other people, but we can control ourselves. So I used to look at this card, Release Your Ex, with sympathy, and I still do. But now I also look at it with, what the hell? Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, why do we keep doing this? Because we're not naive. You know, we are feelings. We can feel what's right, and we can feel what's wrong. Our feelings is what guides us. And Libra, for some of you, I'm feeling this as this is the way it's been. Anger and crying and emotions and screaming. Now, let me tell you something. Even if it's not happening physically, it's like it's happening within you. It's like somebody, you're allowing them to literally destroy you. Destroy your chance at happiness. But you're allowing it. It's taking your divine path. You know, it's like, I know the energy. I mean, don't think I'm some angel over here who hasn't been through this. Trust me, I've been through this. But through my wisdom, when I'm learning, through my spirit guides, through my beautiful family, and just my intuition, is that many times it's us. Because if we had self-respect, self-control, self-love, nobody could do this to us. Nobody. We had to have allowed it. And Spirit is just saying, got to, like, let this, like, I hope this card never comes up again, but I know it will. You know, I mean, you know, I could take it out of the deck, but that wouldn't be right. So anyway, I'm sorry. That was deep. Okay. So again, I have the Tower. The Tower as the main subject here, dealing with this soulmate. And, you know, it's funny because the flames of the Tower are like reaching up to the soulmate card. And I feel like what's happening, it's like it's telling me that I have got to get myself under control. Because it's like I'm almost burning my chances away, right? This, of course, is not for all of you, but it is for some of you. Wow, okay. So I have the Lovers with the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. Could certainly represent Gemini. You know, I just want to put that out there. I almost feel like, you know, I can win the battle, but I'll never win the war. I feel like with this, that's what these two cards are telling me. You know, great. So I win the battle, but did I really win anything? You know, it's weird. I keep hearing war. War must end. War must end. And I feel like that's on a global, you know, like talking about everything. Racism. You know, bullying. You know, it's so weird, Libra, but I feel like Source is such part of your reading because I feel like it's saying, well, I know what he's saying. But we have to start loving each other and not fighting each other. That is not where the answer's at. I feel like I need to do a reading and send it to Donald Trump. And I said that kind of judgmental, and I shouldn't have. But I did. Because I feel like I'm getting a very wide, global message just of let's love each other and stop hating each other. Let's love our differences. How boring would it be if each and every one of us were exactly alike, looked alike, act alike? I don't know. I don't know if it's a world I'd be excited to come into. I don't know. Reminds me of when I went to Catholic school as a child, you know, as a grade school. And we all had to wear uniforms. We all had to look the same. And I understand the concept. But yet, as a student, they try to make us look the same. And, I mean, the first thing us as girls did was shorten our uniforms. You know, decorate them. And we would get in trouble. They wanted us to look the same. But we weren't the same. So our creativity was being held back. Boy, that's an epiphany right there. You know, right there's an epiphany. Like way back then, Catholic nuns telling us that we must all look the same. I'm glad I was strong enough not to take that message on in the wrong way. I feel like for some of you, this is saying, you know, your soulmate, it's almost like, you know, I feel like you're there to teach each other, help each other, enlighten each other. And I feel like Spirit's saying, like, we have to put the energy of the Five of Wands behind us. We have to. And with the Page of Swords there, you know, reminding me that it can be a little challenging when we first start this. When we first start living this new type of energy, it can be a little challenging. We may worry that, you know, oh my God, I'm thinking something negative, or oh my God, you know, I did something, now I'm going to affect my whole destiny. You know, we learn better than that. I want to take a card on here. Look at that, Six of Cups. So this certainly, you know, I mean, this definitely talks about love from the past. And, you know, with this page here and the Six of Cups with the Five of Wands in between, it's almost like, you know, when we were younger, when we were together, younger. This is the energy we were in. Each one of us was more concerned about winning the battle. Who's right? Who's wrong? When in reality, that doesn't matter at all. So it was a power struggle, so to speak. But I feel like this is saying, Spirit's saying, now, this is not the same people in this Release the X. Please understand that. Okay? I feel like the Tower for you is saying it also, because remember, the universe is responsible for the destruction, right? But it's normally our energy, you know, or our lack of direction that forces the universe's hand, so to speak. And it's always a blessing, though, because what it's doing, it's ending a path that has not been good and allowing us, giving us the opportunity to live in a more calm, content, beautiful way. So I feel like, you know, back even with the incarnate engagement, it's like this person, not just the person, but it's like both of you showing up in a different way. Look at that. So clearly there was heartbreak here, right? There's heartbreak, but we're talking about one person here, right? We're talking about a person from the past right this moment. And there's 3 swords in there. Unless that person has hurt you like, you know, 3 major times, because these swords are major. You know, they're not little, you know, they're major. I mean, they put us out of commission for a little while, right? They're major swords. Yet, you know, even her hand is in play here. She's looking up. You know, I almost feel like even in the worst scenarios, because I'm also looking at this page and the 6 as young energy back in the day. So for some of you, this is people like back in the day. But there was definitely romance there. And some fighting. I mean, that's almost all of us, right? But it was bad enough that the tower had to end it. And granted, you know, I feel like you both ended up with heartache, not just you. Because this person is a soulmate who wants to come back, right? So there's no way that that person wasn't affected too. Look at that. Page of Cups in reverse. So it's like someone just stopped offering their love, right? It's almost like they took it off the table. They just took it off the table. This could be you too. This could, you know, it could go either direction. I offer it and then I take it back. Again, I'm a page though. You know, I'm young. Again, I'm going to tell you a really quick personal story, but I feel like it really fits the scenario. You know, I was married when I was 19. I mean, come on, I was a freaking child. I thought I knew everything. I knew nothing. And I got pregnant right away. Well, truth be told, I got pregnant, then I got married. And, boy, let me tell you something. Before I met my ex, yes, my ex-husband, and this is back in 1979, I was bartending, and that's how I met him, in the bar. And I was bartending, and everyone, you know, and we flirted, and everyone that, oh, I was a pretty new bartender. That's why I didn't know of him, so to speak. And, of course, we started flirting and started to get into a relationship, and everyone told me, don't do it, Sandy, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I mean, everyone, don't do it. Can you guess what I did? It's like the more they told me not to, but when I revisited, I thought about it the other day, and it's weird. I do this, you know. I just started thinking about it, not out of anger. I have no anger. I have completely forgiven him. He's forgiven me for, you know, whatever I've done. I don't know, but, you know, but I mean, he was a serial cheater. But I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought to myself, boy, didn't I expect a lot out of love at such a young age. Like, I expected so much, but yet I was just dealing with really another child, right? Who's just feeling their way in love. So it's a real clarity that came to me. Okay. Judgment. And I feel like this is the other person. You know, I feel like the other person, well, no, I shouldn't say that. I feel it's both of you. You know, again, where did I do the two? Oh, I must have picked it back up. Like within the Two of Cup energy, I feel that you're both being cleansed. You and your soulmate are being cleansed, prepared. You know, and maybe this tower had to happen. It had to happen. And maybe it had to happen for them. Because you're over here really focused now. You know, like you are focused. You're freeing yourself of old beliefs. You know, I almost feel like there's someone who, maybe for some of you, who this ex-partner is really nervous. I don't think it's going to stop them. I know, well, it's not going to stop them, but they're very nervous about coming back. I do feel like for some of you, like they have been keeping an eye on you, so to speak. You know, like just casual updates on what you've been doing in your life. So probably through your social media. Just noticed I have one card in reverse and one card in reverse on both sides. Okay, just a couple more cards. I was going to end it, but I feel like there's more. The Eight of Wands. Kind of want to put that Tower there. Because I feel the Tower happened already. Like I do. I feel like the Tower has already happened. Or, you know, this could be you coming to clarity and realizing all these different emotions someone else has been making you feel, and you come to clarity. You know, and you end the situation. And here I have the Eight of Wands again. And this is beautiful action. You know, I'm not sitting around here. You know, I have many options, you know, or I probably do. You know, this could certainly be dating websites and things like that. It doesn't really matter, though. Yeah, it's like I need a time after this Tower. Just allow myself some healing time. Peace of mind. Quietness. Just needed to be alone for a little bit. You know? Seeking clarity over what the hell just happened. But I feel like you're definitely moving out of that. It's like you've had your time, you know? Queen of Cups. Very loving energy. I love that it's following this formation because, you know, it's like you keep coming back to your true, authentic, loving self. I know you're not water, but I know your hearts. That's weird. Okay, so I must have put a lot of these cards in backwards as I pick them up because I have the Eight of Cups again here. But she's in reverse, and I kind of like that now because she's attached to the Eight of Wands, right? So I feel like I walked away. I walked away. And because I did, I now have so many different opportunities coming my way. For many of you, this isn't just love. I know it was just going to be a love reading, but, you know, many messages came through. Many opportunities. Six of Wands. Over the Four of Swords. That tells me there's victory over mental confusion. I'm receiving the mental clarity I need. Even if it's not from the person, it's through looking at my own patterns, looking at those cups. What did they represent? Brings this passion back into my life. Keep moving forward. King of Swords in reverse. So some of you, you know, I just don't feel like it's supposed to be in reverse. Only because I know that I picked these up and I probably didn't turn them over. So I'm not going to read in reverse because I don't feel that. Like, I feel strong here. Like, I feel super strong. especially when it's attached to the Six of Wands. You know, I got to be careful I'm not feeling a little too proud, that my ego isn't overtaking my victory. But nonetheless, it is victory over the way, everything, old beliefs, ways of being, my parents, everything. And I love, and I'm going to end the reading here because I feel like this is you standing as strong as Libra could possibly stand. King of Kings. I don't care if you're female or male. It's like, I am the King of Kings right here. Wow. I shouldn't have turned the deck over. But the Five of Pentacles, listen. You know, the Five of Pentacles is just energy of, and the Ace of Wands, beautiful. So you move out of that. You know, that's just that energy of feeling lonely or worried about finances. But I kind of don't even feel like that fits here. Beautiful. You know, who's your soulmate? Well, I have so many characters here that if you felt this reading within your intuition, not in your mind, not, oh, I hope this is for me. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because I want you to hope that it's for you if it hasn't happened. But what I'm saying is, don't try to make something fit you, okay? Because, listen, if your soulmate doesn't come in soon, it doesn't mean they're not coming in. It just means the energy's not ready. And we got to remember that it's up to us to help this energy. It's up to us to bring in like-minded people. It's really up to us to be the type of person that we want to love us. So, if your soulmate is not here yet, don't freak out. What do I need to do? How can I help it? I loved your reading, Libra. I loved it. I don't know. I just feel like there is such a beautiful mental clarity for you guys and love. Like love. Beautiful. And I loved this. I just love that. Because remember, this is one of the first cards we talked about. And at the end of your reading, here it is again. But look at the purpose behind it now. This allows you to free yourself. I mean, really. It wasn't easy. But you stayed focused, or you will. Like, focus on the prize. But don't, you know, I shouldn't have said that. This is just about finding a way to feel good. Free yourself from these old belief patterns. I love that you're reading. This part came in with your soulmate. Okay, guys. Again, thank you so much. You know, I was going to make this a short video because I literally have so much work to do. And it's weird because, like, with my hand, I can only do, well, I can push myself, but, like, there's pain in it. and even just sitting for a long period of time. So, you know, if you have a personal reading with me, please know. Even my emails, it's like so many. I have so many emails that I need to answer, and I just couldn't get to them. I was a little loopy. You know, I didn't want to answer you loopy. So if I haven't answered you, please understand. You know, this is the one time I ask for your forgiveness. Um, you know, emergency readings, I think for at least this week, you know, next Monday, I will start taking emergency readings again, but I want to eliminate them, you know, for now. Matter of fact, if you feel like you need an emergency reading, maybe even send me an email first. Because there are a few people I did have to reimburse you because I just couldn't do it, you know, and I want to be a woman of my word. So, anyway, thank you for hanging in there with me, guys. Thank you for your personal readings. I mean, you guys are awesome. You're really awesome, and I love that you put your trust in me like that, and I never take it lightly. Never would I take it lightly. So thank you for that. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your subscribes. I love the way this channel is growing. It definitely keeps me motivated. So thank you. And thank you for your beautiful donations. I don't know. I just feel blessed, you know. Again, if you are waiting for your reading, it's coming. I promise you. You know, I'm about a week behind. You know, that's about what it is. I'm about a week behind. You know, 6 days, 5, 6 days in that area. But I'm a Virgo, and to me, it can overwhelm me because I feel such pressure or responsibility, I should say, like to get my readings out on time. This is beyond my control, you know, like something is, you know, I don't want to say tower, but maybe in a way, came in and put me out of commission. Maybe I was being forced to rest. But nonetheless, I'm back. I feel good. And I'm back on it. I'm just going to stop the emergency readings for a while. Okay? Just for a little while. Thank you for understanding, guys. I love you. Happy, happy birthday. Boy, I don't know, Libra. I just feel like it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful month for you. So, go have fun. All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.